I am currently using the STIGA Luma Carbon Green logo racket. I switched to it around October last year, so it's been nearly 6 months now. I believe it's a very good racket to use. It's highly suitable for players like us who enjoy a controlled style of play. I feel it offers sufficient power. I think it's excellent. Since I have recently switched to this racket, I have actually adapted to it quite well. I think it's quite suitable. In fact, whether you're an amateur player or a beginner, or even professional players like us from this professional team, I find it very useful. I use the 55-degree Stiga DNA, which works quite well. I think this is actually better than the rubber I used before. I think the equipment is almost as important as our second brain. You must choose one that feels right in your hand. I believe talent is important, then strive hard to enter the national team. It's satisfying to be in the national team. It's because my father was too strict when he was young. Getting hit every day is intriguing. I want to go out and give it a try. If I'm going to do this job, I'll do it well. Stiga provides full support for the development of the Henan Province table tennis team. I play as a right-handed player with double-sided inverted rubber on my racket. My forehand loop technique is relatively weak. Sometimes, when I can't utilize my strengths, I lose the advantage. I am not entirely satisfied with my current performance. I need to join the national team to be content. I am not very content with anything else. I played well and performed admirably during that period. However, encountered some national team players. They are very strong. Lost to Zhang Peng. When facing Zhang Peng, there's no way. In table tennis, even with hard work, without talent, it's not certain to reach the top. I think talent comes first, then hard work. Some players with no talent simply can't do it. So, there are spiritual balls. I use the Butterfly Zhang Jike Super ZLC. This racket has more power. I'm not a fan of using that racket. This type of curve is particularly effective because it lacks a bit of power when hitting the ball. It's all about that sense of acceleration in the hand, focusing on speed. I personally think that kind of rubber is quite good. Because my dad used to play here back in 1974. I think my dad came here in the 80s or 90s. Was he a key player for the Henan team at that time? I think I want to be a bit more skilled than him. It's like the one my dad used to handle when he was young. Without those two beatings, playing table tennis is fun. Winning makes me happy. However, after summarizing, your mood will definitely improve significantly. Losing is not necessarily a negative thing. If you fail to enter the national team, you may consider traveling abroad. Competing in international leagues, travel to Europe for a visit. I've been practicing in China all along. Attending college seems too ordinary. I desire to venture out and push my limits. I may be pursuing this for the rest of my life. Even if I can't make it, or share some of my thoughts as a former team player. You can't deceive a coach. They can tell when you are mentally competing against them. And sometimes they just want to save you some face. Huh. Stiga wholeheartedly supports the development of the Henan province table tennis team.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.